And thank you, Coach. We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Seattle Seahawks and the New York Giants. Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. This will be fielded at the 6. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
First down 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Set 70, Indy, Bravo.
Watch the screen. 47's the mic, boy, 47. Check, 47.
6 man. Check curls, check curls, check curls.
Snap.
Now Jones throwing on first down. Gets it off to Freeman. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 13 yards on the game's opening play.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody Oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down.
55, Mike 55. Hey, eat. Cut.
Here's Jones on first and 10. That's complete to Slayton. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
It's a gain of 9. Brings out second and the yard.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Hey, seam 6.
Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55. Switch.
Throwing Jones. And he's got his man on the out route. That one a first down pickup of 8.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Ready, break.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's first and 10 at the 46.
Yep.
Mike 55. Check 55, Mike. You remember me?
First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Shaquille Griffin in on the stop defensively. You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Look at me. Zipper.
Zip. Check your hot read.
Go.
On second down, Jacobs. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Watch the eye. He's crashing.
Hey, lock it. Ready.
Here's Jacobs on first and 10. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard.
Me and you all day. All day.
You draw Corker.
I'm coming after you. 48, Mike. 48.
Hey!
All day, every day, any day.
Get it.
Now Jones. He's got Freeman here. It's complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another good completion on the drive as the Giants have a first down.
Giants, first down. First and goal at the 5-yard line.
Come on, set. 18 Gator.
Hey, we heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges.
Topper.
Deuce.
Hard.
Slam.
And up.
Here's Jacobs. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
218, Chopper.
49, check 49.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on second and goal.
Tighten up.
Rock it.
SOS.
Check.
And 5.
One more time with Jacobs. And a nice pickup there. It gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
And they've gotten it to the 4 on this opening drive, but now they face a third and goal.
Watch this. 22-jet bomber. Now.
Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. 9th play now, this long opening drive. Can they cash it in on third and goal?
Recon, 132 fighter. Go. You're out. Yo, go. Hey.
Right there in the middle, 55. Watch the run.
General West.
36.
Check three.
Hey, Jet. Yeah.
How crucial will those 5 yards be? We'll see as they come up again here, third and goal.
Mike 55.
Here we go.
Come.
Mike 55. Check. 50.
Go.
Wild Bill.
Go. Hit it.
From the gun, Jones. And it'll be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They were ball hawks last week. They had a trio of interceptions on defense. In the first drive, they pick up right where they left off.
They're creating quite a reputation for themselves, aren't they? And sometimes what happens is when they know that the defense can take the ball away, as they saw the previous week, now you try too hard to not let them take it away, and you force yourself into errors. They've intimidated them, in a sense, and gotten the ball from them.
Set, ready. You can't block me. You can't block me. Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Check 52.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. O'Shane Zimenez make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Rush in. Rush in. Rush in.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end, in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And that will be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10.
At their own 22-yard line.
Ready, set.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Jacobs. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on third down.
Yep. Hey, Haywood.
Check Mike 47. Check
6-6. Pull it high. Gone.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on fourth down. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. Fourth down.
Look at me. Zipper.
You got motion man right there.
They go with Jacobs. And now look at him go. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. They run it with Jacobs, and he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. Second down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Always got some breathing room. There he goes right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Josh Jacobs, touchdown number 15 on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. You always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. They go play action with Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Give the sack to Lorenzo Carter. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. And And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Hey, watch out. Check right 54. Right 54. Yeah, let's get set lunch. Right there. 54. Right there. Right there.
Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line. It's a sack. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now here's Michael Dixon as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. That's taken on the 25. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
Ready?
On first down, Jones. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at the 46. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Jackson now. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. To throw again. Jackson flush to his right. This is Jennings. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. A good pickup there, a 22.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. If you're going to run against this unit, especially down here, just beware. I mean, they're the top rushing defense in the league.
Yeah, and then they go ahead and they double down with the whole thing because you think, okay, let's throw the ball. Oh, yeah, that's right. They defend the pass pretty well, too. Very difficult task right now.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal.
Watch his left. Watch his left.
Here's Jackson. Flushed out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. J.J. Watt has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So first and second down went the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check. Watch.
Here's Jackson to throw. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
Incomplete. It's now 4th and goal.
The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal.
Check right 54. Right 54.
Pick it up. Pick it up.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike. Here we go, D. Hey, it's just me and you.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the Giants are going to get the football back. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway.
Get ready.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now it's Jackson. Herndon's got it complete. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down.
6 guys. Check 6 guys. In your face.
Play action. It's Jackson looking deep for Jennings. This is caught inside the 15. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. It's a gain of 35.
They're still looking for their first touchdown of the game, and for a second, I thought they had it right there.
Looking on the sideline, it's finally good to see nods of approval. It's a welcome sign of life that this offense needed. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
And the ball situated at the 9. 2nd and goal.
Check. Crunch. Bang, bang.
94 is the mark. 94 is the mark.
Here we go.
94 is the mark. 94 is the mark.
Push him back.
Check the backer.
Jackson to the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. The rookie there defensively to knock it away, Trayvon Mullen.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal.
94 is the mark. 94 is the mark. Here we go. 94 is the mark. 94 is the mark.
Let's go one more.
94 is the mark. 94 is the mark. 94 is the mark. 94 is the mark.
I'm on.
They snap it at 1. Now it's Jackson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Able to get there and pick it. And he is all the way up past the 25. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Hey, Orbit.
55. Hey, eat. Hey, let's get in them holes.
Mike, 55.
Yo, Jackrabbit, come on.
You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey.
Jones on 1st down. He's going to loft one, and he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 40, and the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Well, so much of playing quarterback in the snow comes down to trying not to do too much. You've got to just keep telling yourself, throws downfield we've run every day in practice all year. But guess what? They suddenly become more difficult. And this one gets away from him and winds up an interception.
Let's go, team. Let's go. 94 is the mark. 94 is the mark.
Watch the run. It's south, baby. That's baby south.
94 is the mark. 94 is the mark. Yeah. 94 is the mark.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Completes it to Jennings. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Throwing is Jackson. Throw complete to Herndon. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson, he'll find Metcalf. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
And the Seahawks, 1st down.
This quarterback now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10.
Check nickel. Check. Fresno.
Now it's Carson. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Check 4, check 4.
They run again with Carson, and they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. To throw on 3rd down. Jackson eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll be brought down well short of the first at about the 9-yard line. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Hey, watch that. Check. Mike, 54.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54, Mike. Check safety.
Tight dog.
Jackson now throwing on 4th down. Being chased out left. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. J.J. Watt. And the Giants are going to get the football back. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2. If they get into a third situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now listen, it's a team game, we know that, but where would these guys be right now, Charles, without their defense? They take over here following the turnover. Defense did it again, but on offense they have to feel like, hey, we need to do something.
You're exactly right. You just mentioned it. The defense did it again. They bailed them out on a number of occasions in this contest. It's time for them to repay the defense at the least. Keep the ball for a while. Give those guys a break so they can catch their breath.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10.
Keep it up, guys.
On 1st down, they go with Jacobs again. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
55, Mike 55.
You.
Check 50.
From the 39, Jones. And his throw's going to be incomplete. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off.
Tight end right.
Four down, four down.
Hey, lock it.
Shoot.
Hey, Delta.
Jones now to throw on third down. Catch made by Slayton. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 10 yards, good for a Giant first down. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on third down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Mike's 47. Mike's 47. Hey, kid.
Hard.
No. Off.
Shoot.
Now Jones from the gun, he'll throw. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. Give them 18 there, and the Giants have a first down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 34. Counter play with Jacobs. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on first down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on, because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides.
Smith.
4-7's the mic. 4-7's the mic.
Look, squeeze.
Get that ball. Get that ball. Switch.
Leo. Now go.
Here's Jones, operating from the gun. He gets it to his running back, Rashad Penny. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Check 99. Jim.
Go.
Check 3. You go tight. You got tight.
Look at me. Go. Ready?
They'll run it with Jacobs. And he is in. Touchdown, Giants. Josh Jacobs, his 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Rosas good with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Here we go.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we're talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 35, and he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
You draw Corker.
Let's get in there now.
55's Mike, guys, 55. 3 buzz, 3 buzz.
Wide, get wide. Check 31, check 31.
Get it.
Jacobs now. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter.
Fair.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Yeah, baby.
So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Topper! Yo, go! Hey, exit. Hey, Sam on. Fire.
Off play action. Jones. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
So on 4th down, on comes the Giants kicker, Aldrich Rosas. This to make it a 3-score game late. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. Aldrich Rosas now to try the Giants field goal. This to make it a 3-score game late. And it is good. Oh, that one looked to be in trouble the whole way, but it does get over the bar. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
First and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Stays on his feet. And a big loss here as he's taken down. J.J. Watt racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's second and a country mile.
What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some.
Check 37. Check 37.
Now Jackson back into his end zone. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down.
94 is the mark. 94 is the mark. Shut up. 94 is the mark. 94 is the mark.
Jackson on 3rd and long from his end zone. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off near the 32. Jennings was the one he was looking for. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. They will take the knee here, and they will finish this regular season with a victory.
Set, ready? 70, Indy.
So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants, and they did it in shutout fashion. Impressive.
Would it be too bland of a statement to say they didn't have the greatest day offensively? I mean,
did enough, though. Did enough, but yeah, you're right.
Most games, it wouldn't have been enough. So they've got to go into the locker room and applaud their defensive mates and say, guys, you really carried us today. We'll try and get you back next time. But as for today, you guys were nails out there.
So for the Giants, it's an 11th win of the year as they'll finish the regular season at 11-5. And now they'll await the final seeding for the playoffs ahead. Meanwhile, for Seattle, they'll limp to the finish line with a final record of 5-11. And this is a team that has a few good pieces in place, but could stand to get deeper and younger all around. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.